Alright, what else do we have here? Dabster17, do the dab. No. I don't want to do the dab. I'll probably butcher it anyway. Next question comes from Patrick, the Hat-Trick Hero. Would you like career mode to be any better for you? Yes, I would. It needs to be better. It's not just that I want it to. It needs to be better. EA, they seriously need to buck their ideas up instead of just focusing on FUT, which I know is one of their main modes, which brings in the money for them. They need to be thinking about those people that enjoy career mode more than FUT. And I mean, Football Manager at the moment for me, as I probably already mentioned, is a lot better than FIFA. It's a lot more enjoyable for me anyway. There's so much going on. You actually feel as though you're in the world of football. You've got managers moving everywhere. I mean, in my current save at the moment, if you've been keeping up with that series, my United one at the moment, Pep Guardiola has just been sacked because of poor league performance at City. Let's have something like that happen on FIFA 18. The chances of that happening, though, with it being EA, are very slim. I don't see them changing it, to be honest. I think it'll probably just be the same. Maybe one new feature for career modes. It'll be nice to have for like the first month, and then we'll be back to square one come the second month of the game being released, and then everyone's just continuing on with FUT, and then we're back to square one. Next question comes from Gareth Davis. Hi Peyton, after all these years, I always wondered what the man behind the camera looked like. Well, now you do. What games are you looking forward to for late 2017? Two at the moment. I'd like to see what happens at E3 in, I think it's June, isn't it, that they have at E3, the start of June. I'd like to see what happens there. But two at the moment, the first being Call of Duty. I mean, there's a lot of talk at the moment that it's going to be, they're going back to their roots, back to boots on the ground with World War II. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that, because I completely missed out on Call of Duty last year. Infinite Warfare just did not interest me. I saved my money and I'm better off for it. But I'm looking forward to what they're going to do this year for Call of Duty, which I think is going to, well, the spec is at the moment that it's going to be titled World War II. We'll see. And the other game is the new Assassin's Creed. The developers missed out on a year last year, didn't they? After the release of Syndicate and Unity. Unity didn't really get a good name for itself. There were quite a few bugs in that game. Syndicate, I enjoyed, set in Victorian London, although I didn't really do a playthrough for that here on YouTube, but I enjoyed it. There wasn't that many bugs I came across, but I think the developers felt as though they wanted to go away and come back refreshed, and there's talk that it's going to be set in Egypt. I think a screenshot has been leaked somewhere. I did upload a picture on Twitter, if you did see that. So that seems interesting. Look forward to that. And that's probably about it at the moment for most anticipated games, and that will probably all change once E3 has happened. The next question then comes from the Formals Line. He's a United fan. Peyton, do you think it's critical that United qualify for the Champions League, or do you think we could settle for another go in the Europa League? The chance are, the thought of being in the Europa League again next season, no, I don't want that to happen. But United, we're one of the world's biggest clubs, and where do one of the world's biggest clubs have to play? It's in the Champions League. So we have to be in the Champions League next season. We have to. Yes, the Europa League will be nice to win this season. Of course, it will get us into the UCL. I'm not going to keep saying the Champions League, but I've just said it. But we have to. A club like United, and the stature of our club, we have to be in that competition. All right, let's see what else we have here. Next question, D64 Gaming. Would you dance in the street with a Manchester City shirt on? One, I'm not sure what the neighbours would think of that. And two, would I dance in the street with a City shirt on? I would if it was for charity. But I'd probably do something like Piers Morgan's recently done. Avid Arsenal fan, recently for charity put the Spurs strip on, didn't he? And kept himself quiet for the day on social media. So I would probably do it for charity or something like that, but just to do it for shits and giggles, dancing in the street with the City shirt on, no. Now this is a question not just for me, but This is for all you other United fans. I know there's quite a few of you in the comments below. It comes from It's H. Who would you support if Manchester United didn't exist? That really is a tough one. Just to think of a world without Manchester United, it's not a nice thought. Who would I support though in the Premier League? Probably no one in the Premier League. It would probably have to be someone like Shrewsbury Town down in League One, maybe. That would probably be it. Shrewsbury Town. Maybe I'll come back with a better answer next time in maybe a future Q&A that I'll do. So thanks for that question. Moving on, Joshua Hitchcock. So my question, do you follow the Championship at all? And thoughts on Ipswich Town? Don't really follow the Championship. I like to keep an eye on the league table though at the start of the season, the first couple of games into a new season, and of course at the end of the season to see which teams are going to be promoted and who could possibly cause a bit of trouble for Manchester United come the next season in the Premier League. And Ipswich Town, don't really follow them, I'm sorry. Ellie Terrett, another question. Do you play FUT that much, and will you ever do FUT Champions? I don't play FUT. Again, with FIFA 17, I've just found it so dull this year. The first couple of months were great. I was enjoying it. But now it's just kind of just sloped off, and I'm not enjoying it at all. So no, I'm not playing FUT, and I'm certainly not playing FUT Champions. I find it incredible though, the amount of money that goes into Football Manager, into FUT. I mean, you have young kids out there that are playing this game. Their parents have their cards linked to their account, and they're spending crazy amounts of money on these packs. I think there was a case not so long ago here in the UK where this one kid had spent over £1,000 on coins or packs, and it's addictive. It's almost on par with gambling almost, and you got to stop when the fun stops, you know. It's not, I don't find it that fun. Why not, instead of spending the money, just make a challenge for yourself and use the coins that you earn from each match that you play to try and build up your team. That's what I've always done. I've never really put any money onto any FIFA, onto any football FIFA Ultimate Team. Keep thinking of Football Manager for some reason. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on FUT. Hyde Circuit says you look like a typical Brit. Cheers. Any plans on doing a Swansea career mode? I really enjoyed that Swansea career that I did for FIFA 14, and I did do a brief one for FIFA 16 towards the end before I switched jobs to Chelsea manager, if you remember. Maybe on Football Manager I'll do Swansea, or maybe if I do get back into FIFA 17, then maybe I'll do a Swansea career mode. If not, then we'll save that for FIFA 18. Luke Cole, if you could do a collab with another YouTuber, who would it be? I haven't really thought about doing a collab with any YouTuber, to be honest. I know at the start of this footballing season, I brought back Just United and did that alongside Footy Gamer 89, and you can find his channel, the link to his channel, over on my my homepage here on YouTube, and I suggest you go and check out some of his content. He does Football Manager mainly, and it's been a few good seasons there from him, really enjoyable. But yeah, apart from that, maybe at the end of this season I'll bring it back, do like a season review for Just United with Footy Gamer 89, and then who knows, maybe I'll give it a good go next season with Just United week in, week out. That's all depends on which route I decide to go down, whether I want to bring back FIFA to the channel or just continue doing Football Manager, and then that'll open the door obviously to Just United returning. So yeah, that I hope answers your question, Luke. Next question then, and it comes from Borgie 017. I always mess that up. You look fantastic, dude. Voice doesn't fit the face yet. Haha. My question is, what's your favourite series that you've done on your channel? For me, I have to go with Tomb Raider from back in the day. Fantastic series. I love that game, Tomb Raider. The first one, the reboot of the series, and then they brought out Rise of the of Tomb Raider as well, which came out first on Xbox. It was the Xbox exclusive, wasn't it? And they've just recently brought it out on the PlayStation. But for me, my favourite series would probably have to be The Last of Us. I really enjoyed that. Again, such an emotional roller coaster. That moment, being in those houses, compared to when I think we was in a hotel, we had to find the key card as well. The lights went off and you had all the clickers chasing after you. That I'm not the best with scary games, but that was brilliant. They did fantastic Naughty Dog with The Last of Us, and also that bow shot as well. I think I put that in a greatest moment video. Not greatest moment, it's like the best of, I think, was it best of PAYTON 2014, something like that. You can probably check it out if you put it into the search on my channel. But yeah, it'd probably be The Last of Us, my favourite series that I've done for the channel. Next question comes from Joe the Gilbert. What part of career mode do you enjoy the most? It would probably be actually playing the games themselves and trying to make them as exciting as they can be, as enjoyable as they can be for you guys that will be watching eventually on a career mode episode. Trying to put them across as like you're watching an episode of Super Sunday, you know? So yeah, playing the games themselves, making a marquee signing once or twice, I think that's up there as well. So I hope that answers your question, Joe. So last question of this Q&A vid, and it comes from Jeffrey Gutman. Finally, after 3 years of watching, I get to see the face, the scenes, the horror. He didn't really say horror. But firstly, thank you, Jeffrey, for being around for 3 years. It's a long time, but it certainly has gone quick. He asks, does this mean that you are going to do facecam now? Again, it goes back to one of the earlier questions about why it took me so long to have my face on YouTube. But I think with the way YouTube's gone, I think I'm going to have to. I think it was Borgie that mentioned, you know, it makes things a lot more personal. I think you guys, you're obviously watching other YouTubers now that are putting facecam in, so we'll work something out. I will anyway, and try and get my face into some videos on Football Manager or FIFA. We'll certainly go that way. I'm not sure about doing like a daily or even a weekly vlog. I'm not sure about that, so don't ask. Maybe I'll make a separate channel. But if I was to do something like that, then of course I'll let you guys know. But for now, facecam will probably be back. I may even make this like a regular thing if you guys want, with Q&A videos. If you want to ask me a question or anything, then, you know, I'll be quite happy to sit here and come and answer some of your questions, just like I have done today. And there's been so many as well to get through. There's been quite a few good questions in there as well. And I can't thank you guys enough for your support. It's been amazing over the past 3 to 4 years. And that's going to be about it for this Q&A video. Thank you all for tuning in, for watching, for leaving your questions as well. I hope I got round to answering your question if you did leave one in the comments below on the last video, the face reveal. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.